Hey YouTube, I'm Aaron, this is Mike.
From the Gear Up Show, where we review EDC products from a gear maker's perspective. And today we're just gonna be looking at a couple of different EDC belts. So we've got the GRIP6 belt by GRIP6, really cool belts with a variety of buckles. And we've got the Survival Belt by SlideBelts. The SlideBelts have a bunch of different types of belts, but this one in particular is kind of their EDC survivalist belt. So we'll check that out as well.
Great.
They're both infinitely adjustable. They're kind of a cool sort of minimalist aesthetic and just kind of a neat sort of EDC feel to them.
The reason that we're looking at these two belt companies in particular is that these were the two that sort of made it to the finish when we were comparing companies for our EDC store.
Right, so yeah, I guess we looked at a bunch of different belts that might fit in with our store, and we'll tell you who we eventually went with and kind of get your opinions on whether we should sell both belts. Why don't we start with GRIP6?
Yeah. They're minimalist, they're sleek, they don't have any frills, so like in their advertising, they sort of make fun of belts like this survival belt. Like in their advertisements, they have like a guy at a party, he's trying to open a beer bottle with his belt, and they're like, you don't need any of that sort of stuff, you just need
and we can get to that, when we talk about this, we can get into that. Yeah, with the GRIP6 belts, comes with a belt. It's a nylon belt, am I right about that?
It's military grade something.
Military grade something, nylon I think. It comes in a bunch of different colors, some different widths. And they have a variety of belt buckles, which are aluminum buckles that are anodized in different ways.
Yeah.
They've got some cool patterns like this, different colors. Here's like the ninja belt, I think. Here's the black. Here's a little salmon belt. For easy to interchange, so you can buy a couple buckles, a couple belts, and you've got, you've got
belts for weeks.
Two different belts. What were you saying? The straps are can hold like 2,000 pounds or something?
Yeah, they can hold 2,700 pounds according to the website. Now, they're not guaranteed if you try to tow your car with them. They say this explicitly on their website, but hypothetically, everything else is good.
The belts actually come a little long.
Yeah, they're like 48 inches.
Yeah, and you can cut them to your size. When you're trimming these, make them a little longer than you expect the first time around, and then you can always put it on, wear the belt.
Much more difficult to add on length of belt than to take it away.
But you just take some scissors, you kind of get the belt so the strap sort of goes a little bit past your first loop, and then use the cut, burn it to see. It's really easy to do with a lighter. Hopefully that's about it. That's all you got to do. I'm actually wearing a GRIP6 belt right now, and they're just held together with friction. So it's, as you can see, it's like a really minimalist look to it because the belt actually goes in and the tail tucks behind the belt. So unlike other belts, you don't have a tail sticking out. So it's just like a nice clean look. So there's a question of, is the friction enough to hold it together? And it's really strong. I think it's probably strong enough to hold me up in the air. So.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It works.
What else? Anything else on the GRIP6?
No, they're just pretty belts and they're minimalist. So there isn't a lot to say.
Yeah, the company is very much into minimalism, and it was founded by an engineer, I believe, and so he wanted to basically scale down belts and make it as simple as possible and just boil it down to its essence. Yeah. And I think they've achieved that. It's just really.
And then someone made this belt to piss that guy off.
Right. All right, so then why don't we get into this? You want to talk a little bit about that?
The survival. Now, the first thing that I want to say about this is that the box is constructed very well. It has magnets on the inside.
Yeah, it's very nice.
As we all know, 50% of EDC is just like playing with stuff in your hand. Yeah. But let's see. So this looks like leather, but it's actually not. It is a TPU, which stands for
thermoplastic urethane?
Yes, composite material, so it's super tough. And then the actual buckle is a multi-tool. Yep. It has a fire starter, a bottle opener, a knife, and a flashlight, which is also a ferro rod on the inside. Yeah. Now, you can't really get to most of these things without taking the belt off, which is sort of my main problem with it.
Right.
I think it's a little impractical.
So it's cool. I mean, it's got some cool tools on it. In reality, if you're wearing it, you do have to at least unbuckle your belt. Probably. The flashlight is right in here. I don't know if we've got this. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah. So it's just you just twist to connect the circuit, and then it'll pop on.
Yeah, and then it'll pop off, and then it actually, I think it just pulls right out.
Yes, you pull it out. You don't have to twist or anything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it just pulls out, and then here's your ferro rod. Then you have to pry open the belt to get the knife out.
That's a safety feature.
Yeah.
Is what they call it, so that the knife doesn't just kind of pop out.
Right. So that it is a locking.
It is a locking
knife, which is kind of nice. And then in that, there's a little notch for the ferro rod. Yeah. So let's get that. So with this belt, you can see it's maybe you can't see.
Yeah.
Take our word for it. It's really sturdy. It's like a.
Yeah.
It's made to look like leather, but it's a faux leather, as Aaron said. But it's really hefty.
We've answered all the questions except for one. Do they make good weapons? See, because I was thinking on this one, what you would do is you would have the knife and you would have it attached to the belt, and you would wrap it around.
And
I forget what you call that. It's like some Japanese.
I think that's a weapon you just invented.
No, it isn't. It's in Kill Bill, man. Oh,
yeah, you got it.
Come on, that was so close. No, but you have to be like a little impact. Hey!
So to size the slide belt, it's very similar to the GRIP6, where you just you get it to the right size. You take some scissors, and you just crank it. It's a little hard to cut, but you can do it. And then this piece, actually,
there are teeth that hold it.
Yeah, you use the ferro rod actually to pry this open.
Oh.
Slide that in, clamp your teeth down, squeeze it real tight, and you're good to go.
Then you have your weapon.
Then you have your weapon. I mean your belt.
Yeah. So ultimately, we went with GRIP6 over this,
Right, over the SlideBelt
kind of
website.
Yeah. GRIP6 I think is more affordable. Also, this is super cool, but like I said at the beginning of the video, perhaps it's a little impractical. Take it off in order to use these things.
Yeah, well, I sort of see it as it's like
your plane crashes sort of deal.
Well, and if you need to use an old knife or something, or if you're camping or something, you can use some of the tools.
Yeah.
Kind of like out for a walk in the woods.
Oh, that is. I said that if your plane crashes, but you cannot sneak this onto a plane. Like if you're wearing.
If it's your plane, you can.
Yeah, if it's your.
Yes, but this isn't TSA compliant, so
no, it isn't.
If you get this,
do not hear me saying that and then go walk on a plane with it.
The GRIP6 just felt a little bit more EDC to us, and since we could do the laser etching, it just seemed like a good one to start with. But we are considering, I think, adding either the survival belt or some of the other slide belts. So I don't know if people watching this, if you have a slide belt and you like it a lot, or if you think we should add those to the store, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. I think we have 2 more plugs that we should do.
Okay.
So one is that we just added a bunch of new SKUs to our GRIP6 selection on the website. So please feel free to check those out. This is the salmon belt. It has a salmon on it because they donate 10% of the funds to the Wild Salmon Center.
Perfect.
For research and preservation of salmon populations.
So if you're into the outdoors and wilderness, salmon belt is the belt for you.
For sure.
That's the review. 2 cool belts.
Yeah.
Really cool companies. Please, guys, we are desperately trying to get some followers. Subscribe to our channel. Watch it every day.
Subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Oh,
do your part.
Yeah. Never gonna cut that.
We appreciate your continued support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next week. Don't try this at home. Mike is a certified buckle trucker.
You're a buckle trucker.
Oh shit. Alright, this is our, we can't do this all day. This is gonna be the last one.
This is the last buckle check?
Well, the last one. I wanna get that. Oh!
Yeah, you got it.
Come on. That was so close. Nah, but you have to be like a little impact. Get in.
Alright, that's it. Hey! GRIP6 Belt friction test, take 1.
Are you doing the button?